Hello, everybody. We're here with Alexandru Borcescu, writer, director, and producer of the upcoming independent film Sex Before Church, a genre-bending art house film about a fatalistic poet and quirky painter that fall in love, but all is not what it seems. With principal photography having wrapped up, Borchescu and team have launched a Kickstarter to help fund the post-production to really make the movie reflect their vision. Welcome to Cinematic Anarchy. We are happy to have you here and talk about your film.
Yeah, hi. You got my last name surprisingly right. So that's a good start. That's great.
Yeah. We're definitely off to a good start. Names are important. And thinking about names, the title of the film, Sex Before Church, is pretty evocative. Tell us about the origin of that.
So just the origin of the title.
Yeah.
It just first of all, it just works when it comes to marketing. It's short, it's eye catching, but it perfectly captures the whole symbolism behind the film, which is and the narrative, which is quite complex. I'm even struggling when people ask me, to give a synopsis. But I think the title does a good job to ease you into what to expect. There's a little bit of shocking images, and but the narrative is there. So that is like the church part. That's like the the more the philosophy behind the whole thing.
Yeah. So tell us a bit about some of the themes that we can expect to see in the film. I know you said the narrative sounds very rich. Tell us, what you want us to be thinking about when we see it. What are the themes that we'll be picking up on?
So that's the thing. I did it all like completely independent, and I didn't try to fit in a box. And when you do that, you get quite a unique combination. So it has horror elements. We have even like straight up shocking body horror stuff in it. We even have a stand-up comedy scene. We have dark humor. We have some sensual nude scenes, tasteful, nothing forced. So it's hard to say that it fits in some kind of genre. I like to call it art house, but you can also just call it a drama thriller with more like experimental elements. That would be it. But it has something for everyone, basically. Yeah,
it's kind of why I like independent cinema, and nothing should just completely fit into one box. I like, and I watched the trailer several times before we even started today, just because I was trying to kind of get a feel for what the film was about, and I got the feeling that it's just sort of something that
you have to see to understand.
Definitely, I got it something in the vein of like an A24 kind of film, something that definitely has a unique artistic style to it.
You can see it's an author film. I don't know, or if anybody have seen knows Vincent Gallo, Buffalo 66 type of stuff. Like when just one crazy guy does a film, I mean that Vincent is even crazier than me because he even acted the main role in that film, so he's completely gone. You just get a unique combination, just like with that one. It's a comedy, it's a drama, it's shocking, has experimental elements. So it's hard to describe, but in a good way, I think.
So you have the two lead actors for your film. How did those actors sort of shape the personality of the characters in your story?
Oh yeah, in like completely different ways and rhythms. In the way that I didn't even have like a first draft of the script completed. When I posted a casting call very, very early, because I need this, I have this need to give like a face to my characters. It's easier for me to build the script around. So I posted like the casting call before having anything. And I saw this guy, Nils Nadolny, he's German, that ended up to be the main actor. And I saw his profile on the casting website, and I was like, okay, I'm going to message him tomorrow. It was very late. And actually he messaged me during the night. So it was like, meant to be type of moment. And that was 8 months before we started filming. We started the character build. He flew in to Barcelona, where we initially started to build it up. And yeah, we just went to do the script and start building it, and watching Matthew McConaughey in True Detective. That was like a big inspiration for the level of intensity that I wanted. But anyway, fast forward to the other part of the film. Josephine Winkler, the girl, the co-star, the other main character. There's only two of them.
Yeah.
The opposite way. We just found her. We just keep casting potential female actors for the second part of the film, and just couldn't find it. And we found her a month and a half before starting shooting. So just in time to get a little more than a full month of live rehearsals on. So that worked out. And you said. So Niels, there was because no one, the main character that he played is quite complex, so I couldn't find just straight away somebody who's just completely gone like that. I would have to go and search like in a mental asylum or something. But the girl, I just needed like this quirky, funny, young female artist type of stuff. She fitted. She didn't need too much preparation. She was just all there already. So yeah.
Yeah, and if I remember right from your Kickstarter campaign, you talked about how you had an original actor for Sarah, but they eventually dropped out.
Boy.
And I'm curious to hear about that experience and how you're able to push through that kind of setback or any setback when it comes to filmmaking.
That's the thing. I was trying to avoid going into the story again, but let's do it. I mean, it's good. It's entertaining. So, as I mentioned, I tried to do the film around Barcelona, Spain, first of all, and we couldn't get this going. That economic zone is higher for when it comes to film's costs. So maybe that was why no one was taking me seriously when I was telling them about the budget I had. And eventually, we also kept casting and rehearsing with Niels. And eventually we flew in this theater Greek actress from Athens, and yeah, she was great chemistry, all that. And she was like, if you guys can get anything going here, come to Athens. I have some contacts. She's pretty big here, in like the theater scene. So after not even a month, I just packed everything and just moved to Athens, completely different city, never been before, have no idea about the language, still don't. And she just completely ghosted me. So that was cool. But that was kind of the first I don't know, piece of luck, whatever you want to call it, because it just ended up working for me. I mean, I did my film here. I found the perfect team here. So, her doing that was a huge blessing, so, no hard feelings. So, but yeah, that's that part of the production story, the pre-production.
Yeah, definitely sounds like a challenge. So in the Kickstarter campaign, you also mentioned that, after a life event that you experienced that sort of changed everything for you, you put some of the shattered pieces of yourself into this story. I'm interested to hear, like, what are some of the challenges or experiences of making such a personal film? How has that been for you?
Well, I mean, the main character, the guy doesn't have a name in the film. In the script, his name as A. My name is Alex, so you can, put that together, who he's supposed to be. And this is just going. I don't want to go too much in like the personal stuff. It's not that interesting, anyways. But this is just part of my set of principles when it comes to filmmaking, and that is, if you want your film to stand by itself, you need to have something to put behind it as a force and energy. So use what you have. If you have some kind of trauma, that also means you intimately are aware of that type of energy, so you know how to represent it. If you if I'm gonna try to make a Spike Lee film, it probably is not gonna work. So that's why use what you have when it comes to especially energy, and that's gonna make a film. Especially a film like this that's based on feelings and on the atmosphere and stuff like that. You need to know what you're talking about, basically.
Yeah, absolutely. And so how does it feel to put something that is kind of so personal out into the world?
I mean, it's liberating for sure. It's you feel that you have this voice and this huge whatever those things are called that directors have on set. Big directors, not like me, that used to project their voice. How are they called? The round ones.
Chris, is the word coming to mind for you? Because it's not for me.
Not off the top of my head, honestly.
Whatever. So I just feel that I can express myself, because after all, this is what it's about. It's a way to express yourself, art. So I'm just happy to be doing it to filmmaking and writing.
Yeah.
So I did see that one of the things that led you to this point to making this film is it sounds like you were in film school. You realized that the experience of being in film school, that piece of paper that you were going to get at the end of the day, really wasn't what you needed. You needed the experience of actually going out and making your own film, because film school is just going to kind of teach you to look at other people's works and assess those, and that doesn't translate into the experience of making your own film. What about actually being in that film school led you to the point where you finally decided to leave?
Well, COVID. That was the COVID years. So it was the new case, so it didn't make sense to try to finish it there. So I moved to back home to Romania. I just transferred. What was the come again? What was the?
Was there like a defining
what made
moment?
Me quit?
I wouldn't call it quitting. You just pursued something else,
I just realized that I even knew before going to film school that this is not. It's it doesn't work that way. You don't get the diploma and you go to A24 and say, okay, where are my $10 million to make my film? It's useless. And in my case, because I wanted to make actual films, I didn't want to be a career guy to work just in producer. I was never interested in like the technology aspect of filmmaking, like being a camera guy or stuff like that. Again, I'm a writer at heart, so I just knew that I just expected best case I'm gonna meet some like-minded individuals, which we can do. We can make project shorts. I mean, we have all the equipment we could ask for from the school, but it was UK, it was students, young people. Everybody was like, oh man, next year, let's just smoke another joint. So I was, okay, what are we doing here? Like, why not now? And next year was COVID. So I was kind of, I kind of had a feeling that nothing much was going to happen. So, that was my film school experience. And that's why if you guys see one of our rewards is like I'm actually trying to be a film school. I'm often like a mentorship. And this is the thing, like, okay, I can we can do like one-on-one discussions, and I can help you get your idea to a script and then your script to the first shooting day and stuff like that. But I'm also offering what they don't, which is a guaranteed spot, like a production role, all expenses paid in my next film, which is, that's the whole objective to go to film school. And that's where you learn everything, basically. Like in everything in life, you learn by doing it. So yeah, that's one of the cool ideas I had for this campaign. And I think, because I thought a lot about it, like about why I went to filmmaking school, how it helped, why it didn't. So I think I can really help people to maybe even skip spending all that money and those years, and and also like that guaranteed of hands-on experience. I think it's what many people are looking for. But enough with the plugs. Enough with the
that kind of mentorship is really helpful, and it's great to get other young filmmakers through the process that you've been in, writing the script, filming. So could you tell us a bit about what got you into filmmaking in the first place?
It was always there. Again, I don't know if I'm a filmmaker first or a writer first. The film also has like my own original poetry. And there's also a book attached to the film. We can get into that later. So I was always a creative type. It's just here, like in Eastern Europe, the educational system is like, okay, go be an IT person. So creative stuff is not really encouraged. There's not really outlets. So basically, the whole thing was with the consultant, with the educational consultant. She told me that like I was initially gonna go to criminology to take a criminology course in and be a detective, like in True Detective, and then the consultant was like, "But why you want to?" And I was like, "Oh, I like this TV series." Okay, but doesn't that mean rather that you want to make films? And I was like, "Oh yeah, you're right. Can I do that?" And she said, "Oh yeah, this is like filmmaking school." So yeah, that's how that went.
Yeah. So you mentioned your book, Ramblings of a Young Man. I know that there's some poetry in there. There are some essays in there. How does that piece fit into the film? How are you expressing yourself in poetry, and what makes that different from like the script here? I'm just interested to hear about sort of that part of your artistic talent.
The connection is direct. So the story, the narrative of the film is this accomplished writer. So it's kind of like me trying to project it. Hopefully, I'm gonna become one. Is looking to launch his next book, and is looking for a collaboration with this painter to put her drawings together and publish them as illustrations in his book. So this is the actual book from the film, like the title and everything. There's even a scene in the film with the launch of the book at the very end. So it's connected directly, and even 3 of my poems, my better and longer poems, are in the film. We find I merged them in a really, I think it works really well. They are basically one of the same. I would recommend if anybody likes the film, when eventually we're gonna be able to see it. The book is basically everything that's behind the film, like explain that whole energy and that whole system of belief that is behind the film.
Yeah, definitely interested to dive into that after seeing the film.
I feel the opportunity to market both the book and the Blu-ray together when they come out.
It's
sort of a package deal.
I mean, you put it on a plate, so I have to go for it. Another second shameless plug. We have like the value pack, which actually gives you two physical reward options. You can actually choose the book and the Blu-ray, or also a T-shirt, or the T-shirt and the poster. So if anyone interested, I mean, you just raise it up there, so I had to go for it.
Hey, we're all about shameless plugs. Feel free.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of funds, right, the whole purpose of the Kickstarter is to get funds for post-production. So tell us a bit about, like, what are some of the details that you want to pull out from that post-production process to get you to the final product that you want audiences to see?
I don't really understand the question. So you mean what would be the role of post-production, or
how do you want to use these funds to get the movie to be what your vision is?
So there's still lots of I just was able to afford just like the first steps of post-production, have like a rough cut and some initial steps done, and we're all waiting to see if this goes through. And then there's like the color correction needed to be done, and the sound mixing, and I keep even now just finding out more expensive steps to be done. So that's it's all about the money. All of it is going to the film, and even more. That's about it. About post-production is most of the people who were involved in the actual filming crew are also in the post-production. Like the DOP is going to supervise the coloring, the sound recordist is going to be the sound engineer. So that's also good. Like I already have the team formed, so we're good to go. We're just waiting to see, can we get some extra funds to do it at like a proper professional level, like we did the principal photographer. We're going to have to cut some corners. So hopefully, I mean, it's moving quite good. For like the first couple of days, we got some good progress, and hopefully if we can keep going in this rhythm, it's looking good.
Yeah, absolutely. So photography has wrapped. I'm curious to hear, do you have any memories from the days of filming that really stick out to you, be it something like super exciting or something that was really challenging?
Yeah, me basically almost passing out on the film set multiple times. But so the structure was 21 shooting days in the first phase in Greece,
Yeah.
and then that's the first time when I went completely broke, so I had to move to Romania, and that's the many of the times that ended up working for me, because
Yeah.
if you guys see the very end of the teaser, there's some nature shots with kids and stuff that I couldn't I couldn't do that in Greece, because huge forest fires here. Like you can find
Mhm.
a decent older forest here, but back home in north of Romania, from where I'm from, it's full of forest and mountains. So yeah, that worked for me. I could get like amazing shots and even combine our like traditional motives and visuals in the end, like with the blue house and stuff like that, and religious symbolism. Um, yeah, so it was about 25 days total, and it was all about working with professionals. Like I was just talking yesterday with a guy who does kind of B horror films, and he said
Yeah.
that last week he flew to another state, Illinois or whatever, and
Hmm.
during the flight, the director texted him that, hey, our main actor dropped out. So yeah, I just happened that was the biggest the biggest element to that. This is not one of these horror production stories that yeah, everyone, the director of photography, the AD, the even have an experienced production manager made his work, because yeah, we are like filmmakers, we know that it's not about one individual thing and just arranging them and putting them together and it's just going to work by itself. It's about then them working for like many consecutive days together perfectly. Otherwise, huge problems, you lose scenes. So even
Yeah.
the weather, it's yeah. So luckily, yeah, didn't had any problems that would affect the film. Everybody, everything helped. Even when we were not able to get the type of location I desire, like I wanted for the main character to be this writer in this very modern, fully metal house, stuff like that.
Hmm.
We found the opposite, a very homely, a big type of almost mansion, lots of wood and stuff. But that ended up working for me. Had like this amazing library that I think we can see in the teaser, if not in the
Yeah.
other materials. So yeah, I don't know. Am I delusional, or everything worked for me? I'm not sure, but it just seems that way. I mean, the film works. I don't have any traumas from the film, so I think
Right.
I'm good.
Yeah, that
I
sounds
think
like
it's
a success.
All fell into
yeah,
place pretty easily,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Well, not easily, but yeah.
Right.
Uh,
I'm sure there were
yeah, I
many
don't know about
challenges.
Mhm.
So you kind of, as you were moving around to these different locations, you managed to piece together a crew. What was that like? How did you go about finding these people?
I'm gonna say something new. Luck. No, it's
Yeah.
not. It's just again luck. So yeah, the story with that again, I tried to do this in two different countries. Even no success in Barcelona, probably because of the budget. Like things there are just more expensive, with like 30 to 40%, I would guess.
Yeah.
So maybe that was the reason. And then I moved here and started to try to build out groups. By having zero contacts, not even knowing the language, like not even having anyone to message, like just literally a stranger. Um, and yeah, I keep trying. I keep finding collaborators. They keep falling out. I keep finding a director of photography. He kept inviting to do commercials, and he was like, "Who cares about art? I'm going to make money." So yeah, I
Hmm.
keep doing that. And then yeah, I was about to consider maybe I should go home, put this on hold. Which usually, if you do that, it never happens after that, because then the next hurdle gets in the way, and so on and so forth. And I don't even really remember, but just like the AD came in the picture, and he was like, I know a DOP, and the DOP, okay,
Yeah.
I know a production manager, and the DOP, okay, I know gaffers and all that. So it just literally built by itself, like just materialized,
Yeah. Kind of
by,
snowballed.
yeah.
So looking towards the
Um,
future just a little bit, you're going through post-production. Once you're
Mhm.
finally through, things out and end up going out into the festivals. You have your Blu-ray out there eventually. What are you hoping to have people think when they see your film? So what do you want them to think or feel?
I want them to be like, give this guy more money to make more films. That's I want all of them to tell this to producers and stuff like that, or producers to say that directly. But yeah, joking aside, that's my main goal, to make more films. I'm not motivated by material games or anything. I just want to make my next film, and I think I mentioned this. I want to make I mentioned this before starting. I want to do it in US. I have like this Midwest story set in that area that I have some cool. I know I don't sound like a guy who understands American culture, but trust me, I do, and I think I can pull it off. Like kind of like a drug story, Requiem for a Dream, with that very isolated element in those towns there. It's it really inspires me and it obsesses me for like 2 or 3 years now. So that's what I would like to do next. But obviously, if I'm gonna take any chance. If there's a producer gonna be okay, I can get you something, but you're gonna have to do it in a different place. I have like eight script ideas that can work in any areas. Which that's why I use this downtime before the first principal photography to the second, and then to the second to this point, which was like about 3 years. Ideas kept popping out, and I keep letting them develop, and I kept writing. So I don't. It's the downtime was good. It was very productive. Yeah.
Yeah. As a native Midwesterner myself, I'm pulling for that idea. I can't wait to see what goes on there.
You know about the American football type of Midwest emo.
I know about Midwest emo.
That's the type of element I also want to pull in, and I think it's underused. The location, the area, and the type of music. It has a very strong fan base. So I think those elements combined, the main character is one of a lead in a band like that, and there's a love story, and then some drugs, and I think I can make something with those elements, and I just think it's underrepresented and underused. Yeah, we can talk about it. I'm looking for partners. I even started to build a community that's based there to help maybe with location scouting, and soon maybe put some materials together. So we can keep in touch for sure. Yeah.
That's awesome. Speaking of music, I know that in the campaign you said, when you started to write this, the song Someday by The Strokes was kind of in your head. And that song, it has some elements of nostalgia. It has some elements of like doomed relationship. What brought that song into mind for you? How influential was it on the story? How do you want to incorporate it? Tell us a bit about that.
When it comes to the narrative, it's not like a huge part. It can be replaced, but otherwise, it's just like Niels, just fitting perfectly in the character. And it's just like the title that fits perfectly. It's just something that it's going to be hard to replace if it's not going to happen. So, because I expect to be expensive, whatever. But yeah, it just represents exactly the scenes that I want to use it on top of. Which are this part of the film where it's right before the storm starting to come. So it's also it's funny. The song is funny, jovial, but also has like kind of this nostalgic element, foreshadowing maybe a little bit. So it just fits perfectly on the montage I want to put it on. So yeah, hopefully I can get there right somehow.
Yeah. Is there anything about your film that we haven't asked you that you would have wanted us to ask you during this interview? Any points you wanted to touch on that we didn't quite reach out to you about yet?
We covered the Kickstarter about the film. We could talk for days. It's the production story and what's behind it and stuff like that. That's about it. Learn a lot from it. That's why, again, I'm motivated, and I think I can offer values to other people, to the mentorship. But again, not anybody can reach out to me, ask questions, and I can take a look at your project and give my best advice and stuff like that. I'm kind of in the flow of answering questions, so kind of hard to think about what we haven't covered.
Yeah. So
kind of hard to go conversation, and I don't know, find a gap,
Yeah, I put you on the spot. Nice.
Well, so I did notice that one of the rewards, one of the reward tiers was getting to see the movie earlier than most other people will. Tell me about what the release plans for the movie are. Are you going to try to do a festival circuit? What is planning for that looked like?
I mean, yeah, going to the festival, and about that, that's our $24 tier. It's that's the usual pricing for that tier. And it's about everybody who, that's also like kind of like the main motive for the whole Kickstarter. And everybody who goes for that is gonna straight up get a link basically straight after it's done. So they're not gonna have to wait months or something like that to go to the film festival. Just a private link, and you can play play it anywhere. Plans. I am still is just me, so I didn't know how to put a crew together. I learned that. I didn't know how to about post-production. Now I'm learning that. So I guess I'm just going to learn to finish the distribution, and that's, the launch of the film. But yeah, I'm probably just going to submit to festivals. I do have some meetings now. We had like a Reddit post just going viral. So I got some production companies contacting me. I have a meeting for tomorrow. Said that they're trying to get involved, push somehow. I would like to have someone like that has festival experience to help me strategize the whole course of that. But it's that's what I learned, and that's one of my main unsolicited advices. If you want to make something, be ready to do it on your own. Don't expect help, because it's your own, it's like building your own house. Like, why would even somebody else help you, So don't start something that you are not sure you will be able to finish and have like the funds for it, because that's how production hells are created. And those stories that started my film like 8 years ago and still is not finished. So if I don't, that must be horrible. So just plan carefully.
Yeah, no one wants to be stuck in production hell. Yeah, that sounds awesome. We are both super excited for the film. Chris, did you have anything else that you wanted to ask?
Honestly, that kind of put on the spot question that I threw out there was sort of my closing salvo, so to speak. Just because I was just wondering if he had anything else he wanted to do to plug his film. I mean, that's where we're leading anyway. If you want to go ahead and just for the listeners and the viewers at home, if you want to just go ahead and plug your Kickstarter campaign and your film to close out the episode today.
Yeah, I guess we're going to have the links in the descriptions. Our main social is Instagram, where, the Kickstarter is easy to find. That's our main socials. We also have a Discord. If you want to get in direct contact, a message on Instagram, I can get you on the Discord. We're going to have those links, and easy to find, straightforward. The whole objective here is the Kickstarter. Don't have other stuff to push out there. So,
So, check out Sex Before Church on Kickstarter. The end date for the campaign is October 13th. So let's make this happen so that we can see Alex's vision come to life for what this film can really be.
I know what I'm investing in just a couple of minutes here. Thank you again, Alex, for joining us to discuss your film today, and we wish you the best of luck with all of the post-production, what sounds like a little bit of chaos, which we kind of like over here anyway.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity to get myself out there. I'm not I don't have headshots, so just like the person who's helping me with the publicity, she kept saying, "Bro, you need to get your face out there. You need to give the project a face." And I was like, "Oh, maybe we can do podcasts. I have an aversion to pictures." And yeah, the teaser, we have a killer teaser. Maybe we can include that or find it on YouTube. The teaser is maybe that's the first step for anyone. So yeah, thanks guys. Yeah.
Thank you, and I will save us the pain of me signing off the way that I normally do, and just say thank you, and come back for more when you get a chance.
Yes.
Sure.